Herdsmen escort herdsmen to Ogun villages, flog residents for rejecting herders. Sheye Mulero panted like a rat that had just escaped the claws of a ravenous cat. He could hardly acknowledge the sympathy offered by the kinsmen that surrounded him, urging him to take heart and seek medical treatment in hospital as he pulled up his shirt to show his badly hurt body at Ubeku village in Yewa North local government area of Ogun State. Sorry, said some of the women, reportedly in Yoruba, as Mulero pulled up his shirt to show the wounds from the flogging on his muscular body, urging him to go to the hospital for treatment. Mulero, one of the young men in the rustic village, had drawn the ire of some soldiers by speaking truth to them. The soldiers, numbering 10, had escorted some herdsmen on a mission to intimidate the villagers after they resisted an attempt by the herders to graze their cattle in the community. After alleged repeated attacks and killings of farmers who dared protest the destruction of their farms. The herdsmen who had departed the village after their continued presence was rejected by the villagers had suddenly resurfaced at about 2 p.m. on December 19, 2020 with a handful of soldiers from the 35 Artillery Brigade, Alamala, Abeokuta. The soldiers headed straight to the palace of the traditional rulers of the community, Chief Olaleye Adigun, calling out the villagers and warning them against preventing the evicted herdsmen from returning to the village. It was in the middle of his strange encounter that Mulero told the soldiers that the herders would not be allowed to remain in the community because of their brutal killings of residents and the destruction of their farmlands in recent times. Mulero said everyone was frightened by the action and utterances of the soldiers, but I summoned courage to tell them how a geography teacher, Mr. Yomi Akinola, and two students of Community High School Ibeku, among others, were killed by the herdsmen, while our women were raped and killed on their ways to the farm. Mulero blunt comments enraged the herdsmen, who immediately asked the soldiers to deal with him. The military men allegedly responded by promptly seizing, kicking and flogging the young man mercilessly, leaving him seriously injured. Recalling the ugly experience, Mulero said, "Before I knew it, the herdsmen had motioned to the soldiers, who immediately pulled me out of the audience and flogged me mercilessly with a wire whip. It was as if I stole something valuable. As I speak, my body still aches because of the wounds, even after I had been treated in the hospital." Numerous other villagers were subjected to the brutal acts as the soldiers escorted the herdsman from one village to another, all in a bid to intimidate us into allowing them to graze on our farms. Thank you for listening to this news. This reminds me of the influx of Fulani herdsmen into the southeast the early last year. It reminds me of the statement of one of the elders to the southeast people. He said that that we will have peace in southeast if we do away with northern men in military uniform. If we order them, if we dismiss the northern men in military uniform, instructed to be at the checkpoints that leads to the southeast, because they are the one giving these hoodlums the chance to gain entrance into our states. You see that they are the one. So that is why there is need for such an action, because if we don't do that, you will see that these people will keep terrorizing, will keep intimidating and all of that. So this has a link to what has just happened now in Oyo, in Ogun to say. These herdsmen, they need to move out. They need to move out, because if they don't move out, I'm afraid of what they will likely get in return. I'm afraid. So the idea is, let them move out so that there will be peace. Let them move out so that the people will have rest of mind. Let them move out so that there won't be any further attack. Let them move out so that there won't be any further worries. Are you getting me? So that is what should happen. Are you getting me now? This herdsmen, they have overdone. So it's the best thing. Let them move out. So please, my viewers, deem it fit to leave your comments below the comment box. Click on the subscription button as well as bell button to receive more updates. Thank you.